Good morning, Mike. Thank you. Uh, Let me adjust my camera. Okay. Mr. Edwin Tong, Minister for Culture, Community and Youth, and Second Minister for Law. Mr. Eric Chua, Parliamentary Secretary for Culture, Community and Youth and Ministry of Social and Family Development. Dr. Ang Hak Seng, Commissioner of Charities. Mr. David Gerard, President, Securities Investors Association Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to everyone. I'm very happy to see all of you here, and your presence reflects the importance you place on leading your charity towards a resilient future. In line with our conference theme this year, Governance for Leadership, Sustainability for a Resilient Future. We are privileged to have with us this morning Minister for Culture, Community and Youth, and Second Minister for Law, Mr. Edwin Tong, and Parliamentary Secretary for Culture, Community and Youth, and Ministry of Social and Family Development, Mr. Eric Chua. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Securities Investors Association Singapore for being the organizer for this year's conference. Thank you, David, for the support for the past 4 years, providing this platform for charities to gather and promote governance in the sector. A resilient charity is one that can utilize its strengths and resources to manage problems, recover from setbacks, and prepare for future challenges. Despite this year being very trying for us, we have seen many charities tackling these difficulties positively and transforming themselves to adapt to the new normal. I'm involved in some of the charities and we are not spared. I'm the group chairman for the Connosians programs, and we look after quite a number of children in a primary school. But with COVID-19, many of our children who comes from low-income families suffers from the fact that their parents may have lost the source of income. We cannot wear blinkers and just focus on the children, even though our mission is to do with the children. If we don't help to address the social, psychological needs of the family, our children are not going to fare very well. And therefore, COVID-19 has forced us to look beyond our original mission and extend help to the families of our children as well. And I'm sure many charities are in the same predicament, that they have to expand their scope in order to continue to achieve their mission. As charities redesign ways to engage our community, they need to continue to safeguard and cultivate strong trust with their stakeholders, donors, and public. It is during tougher times that our charities' commitment to good governance and transparency practices are being tested. For example, despite how this crisis has changed the way people work and communicate, some charities might face inertia to review their old processes, which did not cater for work from home arrangements. This may in turn affect the rigor of their internal controls and governance. Due to the social distancing measures, some may prefer to keep the existing board leadership and shelf plans to engage new volunteers and potential leaders. However, it is important to remember that the public will always expect charities to hold themselves to good governance and high standards of ethical behavior. Thus, it is important that charities do not compromise and continue to uphold these standards in this climate for building a sustainable and resilient organization. By getting our governance right, we preserve our ability to continue the good work for the community and fulfill our mission over the long term. Do tap on the resources rolled out by the Commissioner of Charities and the Charity Council to help you build good governance and transparency in your charities. These resources can be found on the Charity Portal as well as the Charity Council website. One of such resources is the Charity Transparency Framework. Transparency, as with accountability, is an important element of good governance. With proper disclosure of important information about the charity, stakeholders can better understand the charity's setup. Over the years, since the Charity Transparency Awards were launched, we have seen a steady increase in the number of winners who have been recognized for performing well in their disclosure practices based on the Charity Transparency Framework, Charity Disclosure Scorecard. Following the review of the Code of Governance, we had shared last year that the CTF was also undergoing a review. I'm happy to share that along with inputs from charities, grant makers, and various key stakeholders, the framework has been refreshed and simplified to make it easier for charities to understand and apply. I would like to encourage charities to continue to use the scorecard to assess your current disclosure practices and put in place best governance and transparency practices. Our council member, Mr. Suhaimi, has been leading the team through the revision and would be sharing more details of the refined transparency framework together with a strong panel including members of the Charity Transparency Framework Review Subcommittee. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the subcommittee members for their invaluable contribution and unwavering commitment over the past year. I encourage charities to actively participate in the panel discussion to share your thoughts and queries so that we can have a meaningful conversation about achieving good transparency. I understand it might be tempting for charities to put achieving good governance and transparency at the back of their minds during this challenging period. However, it is more so during these times that charities need to increase the confidence in their donors, to share with them the good work that charities are doing, and to garner more support for their efforts to help the beneficiaries. Make good governance and transparency practices part of your daily processes, and you would be able to spend minimum effort achieving good governance while spending maximum effort caring for your beneficiaries. The Charities Council is committed to supporting you in this journey. Therefore, reach out to us should you need help and provide us with feedback on how the Charity Council can better support your charity's capability building. With that, I hope you have a fruitful time during the conference and have robust discussions with our experienced speakers and panelists. Once again, on behalf of the Charity Council, thank you all for your presence at this conference and your strong commitment to building a resilient future for the sector. Stay safe, stay well. Thank you.